everybody? It's Daniel here. This one's been kind of overdue for quite a bit. A while back for my figurearts Ichigo figure review, I actually teased this guy here. Obito Utchiha from the Naruto series. I think this guy's from Naruto Shippuden, I think? Let me know in the comments if I'm miscorrect, but yeah. Otherwise, this guy is Obito Utchiha from the SH figurearts line from Naruto. Again, this guy's been quite overdue for a bit. He was teased in a previous unboxing video, but was kind of held back for a bit. Hey, better late than never, I guess. And I like how each of the design for all the lines and shows and animes that have SH figurearts are pretty different. The Naruto design box is actually pretty nice. It has like an ink touch to it, if you know what I mean. And for those who are asking about what I do with the boxes, I keep the boxes. I don't plan on throwing away any of the Tamashii Nation boxes because, well, for starters, they're all freaking amazing. And I also keep them in like either a box or in my closet somewhere. For now, at least. Okay, that's out. Wait. Oh, wait. Right. For figures like Obito, you also get instructions about him as well. Here he is, and he is actually the first figure I've got cloth with on mine. None of my other figures include cloth, so he's technically the first. Huh. Now let's see, can I get him out? Oh right, his weapons, his Kombai fan, and his hand blades. I'm not sure if those have a name, but I'm just gonna call them hand blades. Alright, let's see if I can get this guy out without... Oh. Pretty simple. So again, Obito is a really interesting character within the Naruto universe. He has a crazy backstory, and tragic one at that. Sometimes even the greatest characters are villains, people. Remember that. Not bad, too. Look at this guy. So far, I'm sensing good articulation. Oh, there we go. And on this arm too. Okay, not bad either. Yeah, not bad. That swole was pretty good. Again, not too shabby. So far, Obito is definitely a really good figure to use. And I noticed just some stuff about his design that I might be careful of, like his kilt thing right here. When it comes to like trying to do like action poses, this might get in the... Oh wait, it's actually not too bad, but I would be careful about it. But oh, okay, good. His legs can actually bend too. They actually bend really good. And of course, ankle articulation. Oh, wait. Oh, not bad too. Not bad here either. And toe bend? Yep, there's a toe bend. So yeah, pretty much like a bunch of Tamashii Nation figures have a toe bend. Funny thing is, I actually saw Obito at the Tamashii Nation store back in Japan. There was no point in getting a second version of him. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this guy right here. Again, he looks pretty good too, especially having him finally opened and in hand. And just like Obito and many other figures before him, when it comes to like the big villains, he comes with a pretty good amount of accessories. Some hand signs when he's doing jutsus, and a weapon holding hand for his Kombai fan. And I'm not sure what this pointing finger is for. It could be just to point at enemies too. Some grabbing or relax hands. And 3 different face plates. One where he's just grinning, and one is like where he's just gritting his teeth. One when he's doing a fireball jutsu. a DLC faceplate for the Shippuden Naruto, which I do not have. It's been hard trying to find that one. I'm sorry. And one of my favorite ones, a separate head when he's wearing his mask. This actually looks pretty good too. And to finish up his accessories, we have his weapons, his blade hands, and the Kombai fan. And this one actually has a little bit of weight on it too. I mean, based on other reviews I've seen this for Obito, they said that the fan would be has some weight to it, but it actually feels pretty hefty too. And of course, this is also for the Kombai fan, which I'll explain what this thing, or this chain, will do in the video for Obito. But before we do that, let's try to see if I can get him into some nice action poses. So far, I was able to get him in a hand jutsu looking pose. Pretty simple and plain, but it's a start. Not bad. You also gotta keep in mind with certain figures for SH figurearts and SH monster arts, there's a certain limitation to what figures can do when it comes to poses. They can be super articulated, but there is a limit to what they can potentially do. This is a start, though. I was able to get him in this type of pose right here, and I'm not sure what I was trying to do. Maybe just get him in a fighting pose. I don't know. I was just winging it at this point. The thing when I said about limitations for some figures, it's because of what might be blocking their peripheral, or something blocking them, like the kilt for Obito. It can prevent his legs doing awesome poses. I mean, you can possibly do that, but I wouldn't try risking it too much because they could easily snap and break. I mean, again, they are really flexible. Jeez, I can't talk. They are really flexible, but I wouldn't try to risk it trying to get a cool pose in. It's very risky. One more thing that I need to exclose about the figure is that this piece right here is neck piece for his outfit. This is a separate piece and will fall off if you try to remove his head when trying to remove it for his other mask. It's not that big of a deal, but it can be a pain when trying to put it back on. I mean, it was pretty easy at first, but it did annoy me quite a bit. But over time, I got used to it and how it is. It doesn't get in the way of the functionality of his articulation, but it can be a bit annoying some here and there. But some figures are bound to have that at some point. Based on what I've learned about the figure so far, let me show you how it works when it comes to reattaching and detaching his head. So first, and mind the hair too because it is spiky. Ouch. First, what I would like to do is that I would grab this part right here and also the figure itself, then focus on the head. Not pulling it too much with force because I don't want to risk breaking it. Twist a little bit here and there and it pops off just like that. And here's the head. Now, let me see if I can get this on right. All right, and come on. Oh, wait. Oh, it's already on. Good. Perfect. And there you go. That's how you detach and retach Obito's head for his mask, too. And I gotta say, the detail on the mask is actually really well done, too. I mean, the detail and the feeling on it's really nice, too. Oh, and the bandana part right here, it is flexible. So, trying to do stop motion with this would be pretty fun, too. Again, I like to go into depth on the details of the figures and how they function as well. Obito is definitely one of the most cleanest figures I've owned so far up at this point. Really interesting and an interesting character himself as well. Now, one of the most interesting things, and I'm really looking forward to getting to, is his weapon, the Kombai fan, and the chain it comes with. Based on what I've seen in videos, this is how it is. There's a little plug-in spot for it right here. You see that right there? And there's also a hole on the fan as well, plugging it in. It's hard doing this on camera. Just plugging it in. Oh, I got it. Come on. Plugging it in like so. Make sure it's plugged in good. Nice and firm. And here it is, almost fully assembled. The next part would be trying to get it on Obito, and I'll show you that in a second. Alright, once you have the combine fan fully assembled, you want to get your Obito figure, and you're going to have to look under his armpit and see that he actually has his own plug-in too as well. Just like the chain on the other end. So, nope, god damn it, sorry. Here it is right here. If you can see it, yep, there it is. Now, what you want to do is that you're going to have to get your Obito figure, open it, and try and see if you can get it in the hole. Don't take that out of the context, please. So, yeah. When it comes to this, it might be a little bit tricky trying to plug it in, so let's see. Endure with me for a second. Oh, God, here. Yeah, it's going to be one of those figures. Or it's going to be hard to get it in. Nope. I almost got it. Come on. And get in there. Oh, my God. I swear, this is where you put it. I swear. There we go. See? Just like that. Made a tiny mistake. I put these together before actually putting on the fan itself. So what you want to do is put on the grabby hands, slide in the combine fan like so. Be careful because this might rub endurely. And then that's where you plug it in. There we go. And yeah. Trying to get it in is kind of a tough one. But yeah, here it is. Here's Obito's combine fan. Now, when it comes to trying to do a pose with Obito while holding the fan, it can be a little bit tricky because it does have weight to it. But you can find a way to manage, actually. You can also try to do different types of poses with him without the chain and the combining fan together. But it just makes it look cool that way. To me, that is. Now, this is a type of pose I was trying to look for. You can get him in like an air pose if you wanted to, and if you want to move around with the kilt a little bit, it actually manages really well. And depending on what type of stand you have, it could definitely work. Also, I kind of found out that his bandana thing here, the robe, I guess, is actually a little bit posable. I thought it could just like tilt from side to side like this. But no, it has a little bit of other movement as well. A little bit of a ball joint, but still not bad. I wouldn't risk playing with it too much because it looks like it can break off. But yeah, this is actually a really good way to like get him in like air poses too. After posing with Obito a little bit longer, he actually is really fun to pose. Minus the kill getting in the way sometimes. But he is actually a really good figure to use and pose. Not to mention the detail he has on his different face plates. When it comes to his eyes and the scars, they're actually really good. Especially with the faces too as well. Holy cow. It is pretty impressive. For starters, we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super. Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, also from Dragon Ball Super. One of my previous reviews, the SH figurearts Ichigo from Bleach. The Marvel Legends Red Hulk from the MCU. And to finish it all off, my previous review, the SH figurearts Spider-Man, also from the MCU. From Best Selection. So, in conclusion of this figure's review, I give this figure an 8 out of 10. Now, when it comes to Obito himself, he's actually a really good figure to use. Getting him in... My final thoughts on the SH figurearts Obito is that he's actually a pretty good figure. At first, I thought he was going to be a handful trying to get him into like certain poses. But after like messing around with him for a little bit, he's actually pretty good to do. His joints on his knee are actually or on his legs are a lot different than most SH figurearts, which is nice. More importantly is that he has like another unique design to him with like a bunch of like cloth parts that are soft plastic, more importantly, they do help with the posing too. This was one of my main concerns with the figure, considering I would try to get him into like some dynamic poses. But he's actually pretty good when it comes to that part. Like, really excellent at that as well. Something I wasn't really expecting for this figure. But in the end, he was actually pretty good at it. If given the chance, anybody, I would recommend picking up one of your own. Because this is actually... His design and character are really good. I am so happy that I have a Naruto figure added to my collection. And I cannot wait to add more to it as well. Well, that's going to conclude today's review, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a good day or a good night. A good night, sorry. Whenever you see this video, everybody. You take care out there now. Peace.